Sweaters, scarves, dresses, and even shoes. At first glance, this all looks like ordinary knitwear, but it could turn out to be the forerunner of a real revolution in the clothing industry. The items were manufactured using this innovative machine, Kniterate, the world's first fully automated, professional quality knitting machine in a compact desktop size. It was developed by Gerard Rubio. Originally from Spain, he now lives in London. Rubio hopes his invention will trigger an earthquake in the fashion industry.
We want to democratize clothing manufacturing with a machine that can be used by anyone. Until now, clothing manufacturing has been only in the hands of a few skilled people and the industry. Now we're providing a tool for anyone to produce their own garments.
Rubio is carrying out his assault on the textiles industry from this office in London's East End. He met his business partner, Triambak Saxena, at school. Kniterate software allows users who have no prior knowledge or experience to create articles of clothing like a scarf. The user can determine the style and colors themselves.
My vision was to provide a tool that is really affordable and easy to use for people to create their own garments at home. Garments that are completely customized and made right in the same spot where you're going to be wearing it.
The knitting pattern is transferred to Kniterate on a memory card. The machine can process 6 cones of yarn simultaneously. The carriage pulls the yarn through the feeder to the needles, which then make the stitches. Kniterate can create garments of a complexity and quality comparable to those made by industrial knitting machines, and at a similar speed. So far, only this prototype exists. The company raised its seed money through a crowd-funding campaign. They were aiming for $100,000, but ended up raising $600,000.
There are a lot of knitters out there, and we've been told that this is a machine that they were looking for, they were waiting for. I think it's the first machine in 30 years, the first knitting machine in the last 30 years that has been produced on a domestic scale.
London designer Valentina Carreras was one of the crowdfunders. She creates her knitwear, colourful dresses and sweaters on a machine that's almost 100 years old and which is operated by hand. It takes her 2 days to complete a sweater like this one, so she can't produce in large quantities. Expanding production in Britain would be too expensive, and more affordable production abroad would be too complicated. That's a common dilemma for small labels. Kniterate would offer an attractive alternative.
It will just shorten the time. It will make my life easier, as you saw when I was knitting on the machine. There is, a lifespan at the end of the day. I won't always be able to be knitting. I sometimes have to be in meetings. This way I'll have all the designs figured out before, and I'll be able to press go on the machine. I can get on with meetings and designing, which is essentially what I have to do.
For Kniterate's mastermind, Gerard Rubio, designers like Valentina Carreras are just a segment of the market he wants to reach. His vision is for everyone to have a Kniterate at home, so they can make their own clothing. He's been experimenting with automatic knitting machines for years. His first attempt was OpenKnit in 2013, which was never ready for mass production. Now with Kniterate, he's taking on the textiles industry and its lack of individuality in ready-to-wear styles.
We're wearing garments that are produced on the other side of the world, under we don't know which conditions exactly, and at the same time we're using standardized garments and mass-produced styles, but the reality is that we are all different, and our idea is what we want to provide with this tool is to empower people to be more self-sufficient, to be more creative, and at the end to be different.
This scarf is almost finished. It took Kniterate 3 hours to produce. The developers promise high quality and durability. Kniterate is set to go on sale next year at a cost of some €7,000. Then knitting by hand could become a thing of the past.